My name is Karena and I'm running for Congress in the 8th District. I came to this country from Odessa, Ukraine, when it was still part of the Soviet regime. I immigrated here with my single mother and my grandparents. When I was 8 years old, we did not speak English, lived in low-income housing, on food stamps, and I went through the Baltimore public school system. When I turned 18, I became an American citizen by choice. And then I put myself through college in 3 years with a bachelor's degree in economics while I was working full-time in the financial industry. I then moved into the defense and intelligence community, and I also had to prove myself there, so I went back to college and got a master's in engineering from Johns Hopkins University. I resigned from a 14-year career in the defense and intelligence community to run for Congress full-time. I'm running for the 8th congressional seat because I have truly lived the American dream, and I want to preserve that dream for everybody and the generations to come. The district has also changed significantly in the last 10 years that I've lived here. It's now about 47% minority and immigrant. These are the communities that I relate to. I'm a minority immigrant, and I want to make sure that everyone is represented, not just a political elite. So education is very near and dear to my heart. I went through the Baltimore public school system, and I was able to then put myself through college and later earn an advanced degree from Johns Hopkins University, one of the best universities in the country, in the world. And education is truly the equalizer for everyone. This is why my mother immigrated to this country, is to give me a better future, and that starts with education. And so I support parental rights. I support transparency into what happens in the hallways and what's being taught in the classroom. I have lived through a society where we were indoctrinated. I always tell this story when I was in my math class in the Soviet Ukraine, and the math problem was, you have 5 loaves of bread, you have 2 greedy Americans that are coming into your house, how many loaves of bread do you have left? And that was true indoctrination. And I saw that when I came to America. Americans were not greedy, but my government wanted to make sure that I did not appreciate other countries, and they wanted to indoctrinate me. And we saw that happening here in the United States. And we saw a lot of that happening, especially during COVID, when parents were at home, where they saw what was being taught on Zoom. And people started to wake up to the reality of what their children were being taught. Instead of teaching them basic skills like reading, writing, math, science, we are not teaching them those skills to set them up for success. This is the future of our country. We need to ensure that the future looks bright. We need to promote people based on meritocracy. And that's something that's important to our generation now and the future generations to come. And I very much support advanced degrees, and I very much support providing an opportunity for people to go into different industries that they want to go into. So the other part of that is school choice. Parents should have the ability to take their child and put them in whatever school they feel that their child will be thriving in. That's what parents' rights are, is truly parental choice. And I will make sure, as your congresswoman, to take the federal dollars and have them follow the child and not go directly into the school system. I think it's really sad that here we are in the 21st century and we have hate crimes against Asians. And the Asian community has been such an amazing community that's taught us so much, that's brought so much into this country, from education to culture to technology to having some of the best people, CEOs of companies. And we should be supporting the Asian community. We should be encouraging people to learn more about the history. And this is something that's very important to me as an immigrant myself, as someone who came to this country and had so much adversity towards being an immigrant, so much adversity because I was not an American. And that's something that I felt as well when I was growing up in the school system, is how much hatred I received. And I know that firsthand. So I can only imagine what the Asian community is feeling right now, especially with the uptick in the hate crimes against Asians. Also, talking about hate crimes, we have an increase in crime in this area. We have had shootings, stabbings, carjackings. People don't feel safe to pump their own gas at night anymore, or go for walks, or do their regular activities. That is an issue, especially in Northern Virginia. I grew up in Baltimore City. I have seen crime, and we're starting to look a lot like Baltimore City because we do not have tough on crime policies. We have embraced this defund the police movement, which has now turned law enforcement officers off, and they're resigning in record numbers. We need to start appreciating our law enforcement officers, supporting them by providing them resources and tools that they need to keep our community safe, our neighborhood safe, and our children in the school system safe. As your Congresswoman, I will always back the blue. I will always back our police officers, and I will make sure that they have the funding and the resources to ensure that our communities are safe. As your Congresswoman, I will ensure that our school systems teach all history, including Asian histories, so that we can truly appreciate the contributions the Asian community has given to us here in the United States and all over the world. Absolutely. So censorship is something that we've seen a huge amount of, especially in the political world. I personally didn't realize that this was the case until I started running for office. And when I started seeing things on social media being hidden from people on purpose because I was running on the Republican ticket. And there's been an influx of censorship in our corporate world, and that has to stop. We need to make sure that we're defending the First Amendment. That's why people come to this country. They come for freedom and opportunities. We've left oppressive regimes. We've left countries where we have been censored for years, for centuries. And this is why we need to put a stop to this now. And I will support legislation that holds big tech companies accountable for their censorship. I'm running for Congress in the 8th District because I am you. So I will be working directly for you. I feel the higher cost of living. I feel the high gas prices. And I want to make sure that every single person in our district has the opportunity to thrive and be successful. I will never vote 100% with the party. I will always vote with the people. And I will always show up. Every single day, I will show up for you. I am going to be your voice in the halls of Congress, and I look forward to earning your support on November 8th. Thank you. I'm Karena Lipsman, and I'm running for Congress in Virginia's 8th District. I will work for you because I am you. I will always show up every single day, and I will never vote 100% with the party. I will always vote 100% with the people. And I will always show up and listen to your voices as you tell me about your concerns. And what I've been hearing around the district has been crime, education, the economy, and our national security. These are things that I will take with me to Congress, and I will make sure that your voices are being heard. Unlike my opponent, who is completely out of touch, I will work for you. Thank you, and I hope to earn your support on November 8th. So, as an immigrant myself, as the only Ukrainian-born immigrant running for Congress in the entire country, immigration is something that's near and dear to my heart. We need a clear path to citizenship. The people that want to come here to reap the benefits of what America has to offer, which is opportunities and freedoms, and be able to live the American dream, we need to support those people. Those people come here, they want to learn the language, they want to be educated, they want to have a job, they want to integrate into society, and we need to support that. And I am fully supportive of legal immigration. However, we've had such a terrible influx of immigrants that are illegal on our southern border. And with that comes crime. With that comes weapons and human trafficking and fentanyl, which has somehow made its way into Northern Virginia from our southern border. And it's poisoning our children. It's poisoning our communities. And that's something that we need to really get a grasp on. And we need to secure our borders and ensure that people who have criminal records, who don't actually want to be in America, they just want to destroy America, make sure that they never get in. And we need to support those people who actually want to come here. Also, as someone who has worked in the defense industry and intelligence community over the last 14 years, I understand the kind of technology that we can implement on our southern border to ensure that we are protected, to ensure our citizens and children and families are protected every single day from the illegal immigration that's occurring on the southern border. And I have launched satellites. I have worked on the James Webb Hubble telescope. I have worked with leaders across the world. So I'm ready to get to work for you on day one without any training. My name is Karena Lipsman, and I'm running for Congress in the 8th District to represent you. Please vote for me on November 8th, and to learn more about me, please visit karenaforcongress.com.